Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Ictorosh Fitness, Ted Sandine Photography, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, Fiscus Jewelers, Bushman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law Offices, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Extreme Home Services, Woodsy and Sons Lawn Irrigation, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Good evening and welcome to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. We're coming to you live from North Ankeny at the Centennial Soccer Pitch. This is Austin Oliver, and tonight I'm being joined by Jordan Burns from Iowa Rush. Welcome to you, Jordan. We have a great matchup tonight with the defending state champion and currently number one ranked Valley Tigers and the home team Jaguars coming into the night as the fourth ranked team in the state. What are you looking forward to in this high-powered matchup between the Tigers and the Jags?
Well, first of all, it's good to be here, Austin. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. It's going to be a little bit of needle in this game, bit of rivalry. There's also a bit of game from last year, last year's State Cup tournament game semi-final. So I'm sure this Jags will be out for revenge from that game last year.
Definitely agree. So we just completed the national anthem and starting lineup, so we're ready to play some ball here. Got 40 minutes up on the clock for the first half. We have the visiting Valley Tigers will be in white, and the Centennial Jaguars will be in the black on the right, and the Tigers on the left in the white. Looking forward to a great game, number one against number four. Can't get any better than that on a Friday night here in northern Ankeny.
Yeah, it's always that first 5-10 minutes, you know, it's going to be energetic. Both teams getting at each other, trying to take control of the game. So hopefully we can get a good start to the game here, and it looks like the Jaguars are going to be starting off here with a little bit of scary moment at the back there, Austin.
Yep, a little bit rough play by the goalie there, but they seem to recover well and get it out of there. Some rough play there, starting it out with a foul on the far side, about just past midfield for the Valley's offensive zone here. We'll get a free kick here. Now, which of the players are you kind of looking at to keep an eye on tonight? Let's start with Valley first. Who are you kind of looking at to be an impact player for the game?
Yeah, the first player I go to is number 6, Van Wingarden. She's going to cause a lot of trouble through the middle, get at those two centre backs. She's got a lot of pace. She's got an eye for goal. So for Valley, I'm sure she's the go-to player.
Absolutely. And for the Jags, what kind of are you looking at the defense or offensive player as being a key to the game?
Yeah, I think that Alana Pennington in midfield can make things happen, but I think the young Ava Martin might be one to look for tonight, the young freshman, number 8. She got the game-winning goal the other night there for the Jags, so she's earned her starting spot into the team for this game after that good result through the earlier in the week. So you keep an eye out for number 8, Ava Martin.
Absolutely. Yeah, Valley comes in with a 6-0 record coming into this game. Once again, the number one ranked team in the state, and Centennial comes with a 4-1 record. I think their only loss was to Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. I think on the opening weekend of the season. So
yeah, I was at that game.
I think it was kind of back and forth.
Yep, here goes Jags here. They're in with young Ava Martin with a chance. Oh, that's a really good opportunity.
Just over the top, yeah. Good call out there too. You nailed the impact player there, just making an impact in the game right away here for us.
Yeah, it's not like Martin to miss that there. Usually she sticks that away in the bottom corner, so I'm sure she'll be upset about that. But as I tell you, that's just a sign of things to come tonight. Valley's going to have to be careful and not underestimate. I think going back, it's going to be a good matchup between Courtney Kovacs and Anna Van Wingarden. They're both club teammates as well, so they know each other. They train with each other every day during the fall season, and So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a tasty battle between those two.
It looks like we have our first corner kick of the game for the Centennial Jags, putting it into a dangerous position here. Kind of just went through there without really anybody touching it. The corner kicks in tonight's game are brought to you by Iowa Rush. It's a good time to remind you about summer camps, tryouts, and fall programs with Iowa Rush. Check out their website at iowarush.com.
Looks like the Jags are started off in a kind of traditional 4-3-3, 4 across the back, 2 attacking midfielders with Ella Becker just sitting in there as a holding mid, then a front 3 with Avery Lewis on the left. It looks like Compton on the right, and as we previously mentioned, Martin through the middle. So we'll see how both teams match up here. It looks like Valley's in a kind of similar shape as well.
Yeah, we just saw that matchup between Kovacs and Van Weingarten. They're just won by Kovacs there with a change of possession and moving it up the field. I think the speed is Van Weingarten's big weapon, correct?
Yeah, it definitely is. She's also very technical with the ball at her feet as well. But you know, Courtney's not slow either. Courtney I'll be able to match her for speed. So as we says, you know, that's going to be one to keep looking out for.
It looks like they're kind of keying up on each other as they move it up the field here, with Valley having a little bit of possession.
It's going to be key for Ella Becker just to try to screen those balls into Van Weingarten and stop that from happening, and almost kind of double down there between her and Kovacs to stop Anna getting on the ball.
It looks like our captains for the game tonight is Courtney Kovacs on the back of the defensive midfield, and Alana Pennington in the midfield, pushing up as attacking midfielder. So both of those will be leading the team tonight. Neither team really has got very much control of possession here. We're just kind of probing each other as we get going into the game, trying to find some of those openings and catch up in the matchups. It'll be something that they can parlay that further into the game. We're going to throw in on the near side here for Valley.
Yeah, Austin, the most important thing, you know, is don't concede in the first 5 minutes, you know. Especially there's a lot of emotion and nerves going into a game like this, and it's important not to lose a goal early. You want to score a goal early, but yeah, both teams just feeling each other out. No one really taking control of the game yet.
It is a little chilly tonight, but it's nice to not have the wind be a factor for the game, which has been a factor with almost every game that both these teams have played coming into tonight. So we got a little bit of a breeze here, but nothing that's going to adversely affect play. So that's good to see as well. Yeah,
it's turning into a beautiful night here in Ankeny as the sun's getting ready to set and the lights are coming on.
Going to throw in for the Jaguars on the far side of the field. Change of possession immediately to Valley, and they're trying to push the ball down the field.
So you can see how nippy Van Weingarten can be there. She's almost snuck in there. Balshidis getting away with one there.
Change of direction was immediate and just has a nose for the ball, it seems. Yeah, absolutely. Pennington slipping in there for a nice steal, pushing it down the field here, trying to connect up with one of our offensive players.
You can see Ankeny's getting tight here. They're not giving the Valley players any second on the ball. They're tight to them, right behind them, making sure that they're not getting time and space to make things happen. So that's probably something Coach Allen's been working on this few days leading up into this game. You know, the Valley's got a lot of talent. If you don't get close to them and tight to them, then they will punish you.
The shape of both teams is moving very, very smoothly on both sides, so it's good to see as well. Matching up individually and instead of playing like a zone play here, but looking very nice as they started the game here so far.
You can see again that bigger ball from back to front into Van Weingarten is something that Valley keep looking for.
You can see her eyeing it when it was in the air. She was just had blades going through from her eyes, looking at that ball, trying to figure out a way to get to it. Kicking into the keeper. One of our first touches for the game is Kate Bergen for the Jaguars. surveying the field to get the ball back into play.
Again, there goes that big ball again.
They're definitely looking to get that ball into some open space in the backside. Got a foul on the Jaguars. It'll be a free kick for the Tigers. About 40 yards out from the goal. A little bit far out to actually attack the goal, but they'll probably look to make a connection going in there. It's a little bit too far out there to make actually play on the net.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit soft, Austin, there, you know. There wasn't much in that. But it's an opportunity here for Valley to put the ball in deep into Ankeny's box, make it dangerous. Mallory Goldstein going to put this one in here. It's well defended by the Jags, and they'll look to go on the counter-attack here, and they've got Compton advancing up here. It's a go. You could see it was a good idea. Trying to split that last line there.
We got a second here. We did miss starting lineups here as we got going here, but those starting lineups were brought to you by Sonny's Pizza Bistro at 6594 Northwest 6th Drive in Saylorville, the home of the best Italian outside of Italy. If you haven't had Sonny's, give it a try. Your family deserves the best. Sonny's Pizza Bistro. Join us for weekend music on the heated patio.
Avery Galloway as well, just sitting in that midfield as well. She's kind of the similar player to Ella Becker. She's going to kind of sit in front of the back four and try to break up things. And she loves a tackle as well.
Yeah, strong tackle there.
As you can see, she loves flying into tackles, and that's her game.
Kind of that prototypical midfielder, absolutely the fitting midfielder is to definitely drop in on a slide tackle there and take somebody out and kind of set up the way that the game's going to be played.
No, she's all Avery's like an old school holding midfielder, but it looks like she's maybe hobbling here. Maybe she hurt herself flying into that tackle.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. She is favoring that left knee, maybe.
Yeah, she's not moving too great right now. Hopefully, she can maybe shake that off, because
the turf, maybe it was one of those turf burns that definitely don't feel very good. Early in the game here, but
I think it's going to be key tonight as well, Austin, of how well both head coaches are going to use their bench. Both teams are deep as well. They've got players that can come off the bench and change the game. I'm sure both coaches are always scratching their head on what starting 11 to go with each game. And that's a good problem to have,
Absolutely. I know both teams are very deep this year coming into it. A lot of experience on both sides, tournament experience and then regular season experience as well. So got our first corner kick for Valley here. Trying to see who's going to be taking that corner kick.
Yeah, set pieces are key in soccer.
Looks like Mallory Goldstein's going to be taking this first one.
Got good range on that from Mallory. Important.
Nice header touch there to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, L Street got out there real quick and made sure that Rachel Hansen didn't get a free shot on goal.
Still some pressure. Jag's taken out of bounds here. It'll be a throw-in deep in Jag territory here for the Valley Tigers. Got our first substitutions. Look like they're coming in to the game here.
Yeah, it looks like Izzy Sash and Olivia Kroska are going to be subbing in here for the Jags once they get an opportunity to do so. I think per the rules they can't sub on a Valley possession, right?
Yep.
Ref stopped the clock here and figuring out what's going on.
Oh, I think it's the headband here. Somebody lost a headband in one of the very first plays of the game, so Katie Compton's going to go out and grab that, and it looks like we're going to have substitutions for both teams coming in. Substitutions in today's games are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Yeah, it just shows you how things can quickly change. Ava Martin, freshman, starting up top tonight, and ahead of the senior Izzy Izzy Sash.
And it could have been a tactical play as well. You bring in an experienced forward like Sash in here, 10, 13 minutes into the game, like you said earlier, could definitely change the pace of the game and give a completely different look than what they had in those first 13 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Ava's, hopefully it's not playing in her head, but that chance early in the game was a real good opportunity for Jags to take an early lead. But as I say, she'll get another opportunity. Avery Porter stealing it in possession there as she looks to get at this Valley back four.
Nice step up by the defender there.
Yeah, it was good 1-on-1 defending there from Mallory Goldstein.
Just pretty much stomped both her feet in the ground and said, "You're not going to get past here," and made a nice defense on the ball. Oh, nice play. Olivia Kroska, number 5, with that steal, just got into the game, as well as Sash here with those first substitutions.
Yeah, there's some talented freshmen on the pitch right now from both teams. Olivia Kroska being another. Here goes that 1v1 matchup that we've been talking about. Looks like Kovacs is
just running leg for leg with her the whole way there.
Yep, and the linesmen gave her the benefit of the doubt there, and it looks like it's 1-0 to Kovacs.
Yep. Goal kick there. Yeah, Van Weingartner had to step on her for just a second, and Cordy closed it up fairly quickly and was well defended.
Yeah, those two are going to go toe to toe with each other all night. I wouldn't imagine any of those two getting subbed out.
Nope.
Maybe Anna. Maybe he'll give Anna a rest, but I can assure you Courtney will not come out.
Yeah, I believe Krafka and Sash both started the first game of the season there, so it's definitely got some firepower bringing in off the bench right away.
Yeah, again, it just shows you how deep that Coach Allen can go. If it's not quite working with certain personnel, then you can change it around, and there's not many high school programs can do that.
Got a throw in from Valley here on the near side, deep in Jaguar territory. Well defended by the Jag back line.
Yeah, there's still not much. Not any of both teams are looking to kind of take control of this game and dominate possession. It's a lot of turnovers, back and forward. Look, Centennial looking to try to go on the counter attack more than build through the lines. They're struggling to get out here. Valley's winning the ball high up the pitch.
Nice pass to the outside. It's going to end up bleeding out of the back of the pitch here, and for a corner kick for Valley. Corner kicks are a good time to remind you about summer camps, tryouts, and fall programs with Iowa Rush. Check out their website at iowarush.com. So we got the second corner kick for Valley here. Once again, number 20 will be taking the kick, Mallory Goldstein. Last time she took it a little bit long and was able to still get a touch and some pressure on there, but we'll see if she can maybe drop it into the box a little bit more to the near side this time.
Yeah, again, she just overhit it a little bit. That she's got the wind. It isn't as windy as the earlier in the week, but there is still a bit of a breeze going that way, and Valley's got that behind them, and you could just see from Mallory's corner there that maybe she needs to take a little bit off that, because it wasn't a bad area she was looking to put the ball into. It was just slightly overhit.
Yeah, just the wind grabbed it right at the very end and pulled it right over the top of the
lovely little touch from Katie Compton there.
Heel kick.
It's the first time the Jags have had some success building out here from the back and getting into the Valley attacking half. And Pennington just running into trouble there, just not knowing what's round about her.
Well, it seems to be that there's a lot of pressure on her in the midfield there, that she's not had a very long time before somebody's right on top of her when she's been touching the ball.
Yeah, that midfield is going to, the centre of the pitch is going to be a bloodbath the whole night. Those six are going to, whoever the six are, it's in there, three from each team, they're going to go at each other all night. You've got to get it and move it quickly. There's not much time to take a touch, or two or three touches, I should say. Good pressure from Compton here, and Valley looking to
There is a little
get
bit
out
of
here, but
disorganization in the back line for the Valley Tigers there. I mean, they're not lined straight up across the back there. It seems like they're stepping up and back here. So there is an opportunity here, it looks like.
yeah, it was a good press from the Jags. They were able to put that back line under pressure, and they've got the ball now, and now it's the Jags' turn to have a spell.
Nice little turn by Compton here, trying to get to a opportunity to get across in there. Is taken down by the defender, no call there.
Yeah, the Jags looking for a free kick there, but the ref wasn't interested.
I think it was much more of an egregious hit there that probably was called earlier in the game for the foul in the midfield earlier in the game.
Yeah, you can see there Pennington. Maybe just, her speciality is shooting from distance, but maybe against a slight wind, and that was a little bit too far out, a bit optimistic. But that's something that we've got to look for as well. Is Valley have got to be careful that they don't let Pennington shoot from distance, because she does have the range, especially second half with the wind behind her.
Absolutely. Now, with you being a coach, what is your philosophy on taking the wind or not taking the wind, and how do you work with that? Is that even something that you take into account when you're game planning?
No, definitely. If there's a strong wind, I personally like to go with it first and get after the game and try to get maybe one or two goals up, and then defend that. But again, some coaches like to go against it, and
Compton with a cross. Oh, just off the left side of the goal there. Just went a little bit shallow on there. Almost had a pressuring Jag on the far side there. Was that Pennington pressuring on the side?
Yeah, Pennington was trying to arrive late into the box here. It was a good half chance for Jags. They'll be looking to build on that now. It's better. They're getting higher up the pitch now, and trying to put pressure on that back line.
It looked like
Valley.
Kroska may have been an option as well on the far side there too. It's a nice little build up and like you said, like a half shot there. A lot of pressure here for the Jags here. They're definitely making things difficult for getting it outside the back line here. Compton with some pressure up the middle.
Yeah, in fairness to Valley, they've done really, really well under the pressure. They're comfortable, confident in possession, and it's a nice little bit of play there from Brooklyn Buttolph to dribble her way out of the back.
Yeah, it's not in a super safe place to be able to take that ball and feel comfortable as well, but she obviously felt comfortable enough to drag that ball back in front of her right in the middle of the field, which can sometimes lead to a ton of danger for somebody maybe not as skilled as she is. Interesting throw in there by Valley. Got a couple substitutions coming in. Tonight's game, substitutions in tonight's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. We appreciate her being a sponsor. Looks like we switched out forwards again.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Coach Allen's just looking to keep those two forwards fresh, just splitting the time. I would personally like to see maybe them go play together. So that's maybe something that, tactically that Coach Allen might adjust to.
Wrinkle maybe for the second half.
Yeah, maybe see how the game plays out, and if they're maybe chasing the game or if they're looking to get a goal, that it's a definite option that we can go with two strikers. But I would like to see both of them play together.
Van Weingartner is looking for some opportunity to get that ball in there, but Courtney Kovacs is playing some tight defense against number 22. It's Grace Olsen for the Tigers.
Yeah, Gracie Olsen, she's got a trick or two in her pocket that she likes to. Here goes young Ava Martin looking to cut inside here. She's looking for that switching ball to Compton. Just again, Brooklyn Buttolph is solid back there for the Valley Tigers.
Just swept that ball right out of there.
Yeah, it was a good read. She's a good player. She's a smart player.
Cross here by Van Weingarten. Cleared by the back line of the defense for Jags, but still controlled by the Tigers. And then a steal and a kick out of bounds to get the defense reset for the Jags.
Yeah, it's the first time Van Wingarden's been able to get behind Kovacs. But credit to Balshiris there, she's covered her centre back partner well and got rid of the danger. It's good game, good start to the game. It's exciting. It's end to end. Both teams are going at each other, so it's good to see that.
Long distance shot there from number 16, Rachel Hansen. Went to the right of the goal there. Just a shot here, but not a shot on goal.
A lot of subs. A lot of
subs.
substitutions going in and out.
Yep. Substitutions in today's games are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
I know as a player, like it's hard to get into the rhythm of the game, and when you're subbing in and out,
there's some rhythm there that you end up lacking by coming in, coming out of the game.
Yeah, I would just say both head coaches are maybe being a little bit aggressive with the amount of substitutions they're making, and maybe they're just trying to keep it fresh. I get that, but sometimes a player needs some time to get into the rhythm of the game. And
ball picked up by Kate Bergen in the back line there as the goalie for the Jags. Got the ball out here. Going to throw in for the Jags on the near side. Quickly taken. We just got great defending on both sides here. We got confident, efficient play in the back line on both sides.
Yeah, we're talking about key players earlier in the game, and you make a good point. Both teams have got solid centre backs. Madison Balshiris and Courtney Kovacs for the Jags, and then you've got Anastasia Spain and Brooklyn Buttoff. That's 4 good centre backs. It's going to be tough to break those guys down. I think set pieces could be a key in this game today.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Yeah, because really we're 15 minutes left here in the first half, and we maybe had a half shot, on goal. Maybe not even that. I think the danger plays have definitely come off of the set pieces. We've had 2 corner kicks from Valley and 1 corner kick from Centennial. And other than that early shot that from Martin, it's been about the only one that's been really offensively minded here. Trying to get that ball down there and get it into some place where something could happen.
Yeah, just as I gave her a little bit of praise, she gave the ball away, Madison Balshiris here. But Ella Hudacek's done well just to tuck inside from that right back position and cover Balshiris well. I think it looked like she maybe slipped on the turf. But again, Centennial getting away with one there. Valley could have capitalised on that a little bit better, but it wasn't to be.
Don't forget to stick around after the game to find out who our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law Player of the Game is. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law at 515-964-8777 or online at ankenylaw.com.
Valley getting in the back here down this left side. It looks like it's going to go out for... Oh, no, the referee's decided that it's going to be a goal kick. Again, so good defending from Ella Hudacek there again down that left side. It looked like Valley were in again, but it was a good recovery, and I personally thought that was a corner. But
I thought so as well. Good for the Jags, but not so good for the Tigers. But we'll see what our goalie Kate Bergen can do with this one, getting it out here and getting connected up with some of her teammates and get it up the field. Nice little heel kick there by 21. Looking for an opportunity to get in some open space. I think that's the other thing I've noticed here as the match has started is that there is not any open space for anybody. I mean, as soon as that ball is touched and possession's gained, the defender on both teams is almost immediately on that player and looking to make a touch on that, make things difficult.
Yeah, it's got that rivalry feel to the game. The crowd's starting to get involved as well, making it emotional. encouraging the players. But it's good. This is what we're here for, right? We're here to watch two good teams go at each other, and it's good entertainment.
Got 23 with some control going down the side. It's Gabby Gaffney. Got a goal kick there, well defended. Ellie Street back in there, I think maybe on the right side defending there. Bergen immediately takes it to the outside. Back line here for the Tigers is playing very high right now.
Yeah, they're trying to utilise this wind in the first half. You can see Anastasia Spain there just driving forward from centre back, trying to overload.
Come to play in this one. The goalie had to come out of the box to play that one.
Yeah, Lydia Anderson was on her toes there. Little Compton almost got in.
She wouldn't have come up and got that. I think there could have been some trouble. Compton, I think, would have ran underneath that one and got some control over it. But I think that all happened because of how Highlight Line is playing and having some of those defenders having to make offensive runs there to get some space for their offensive players up there.
In Valley going on the attack here. Avery Galloway looking to lineman up from distance.
Went to the left of the goal there for a shot.
Oh, here comes Van Wingarden again for this last 10 minutes of the first half. Seems to be a similar routine from goal kicks. You know, it's Kate Bergen into Balshiris and then trying to go from there.
Yep.
At Valley, I think I've started to identify that and are kind of jumping the press.
So as a goalie, what kind of thing would you be looking to do to kind of counter that then?
Yeah, I mean, they've went short. They've actually, it's kind of been 50-50. They've had some success getting out. They've turned the ball over a couple of times as well. You know, I think they might look to try to maybe go down Kovacs' side, see if they can get down this left side. Get the ball maybe into Pennington and down into Avery Lewis. You don't want to be too predictable. Again, Pennington just forcing the ball forward there. Like, I think that's been a common theme in the middle here, that none of the centre backs have really tried to get on the ball and keep it and make things happen. The ball's been a bit of a hot potato at times. It's like Pennington didn't need to go forward there. She could have kept it.
Sometimes there's that perceived pressure that maybe is or isn't there.
Yeah, it's just being aware, you know, if your striker's making the run, and in that case there wasn't a striker even there, so just being aware of your surroundings and understanding, okay, shall I keep it or should I go in behind? And in that moment it was to keep the ball.
Had some substitutions just come in, and those are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. So it looks like we exchanged our forwards here for the last 9 minutes again. Got an opportunity here. Got some control down below.
Yeah, McKenna Hilton just picking the ball up there in a decent position, looking to do a bit better though. A good crowd out here tonight. The stand's almost full. Great header by Becker.
Nice step up there by Porter, making a connection here to the outside. Trying to do a little give and go there on the far side of the pitch here.
Yeah, that was better from Kroska that second time.
Slid that right through for Sash. Sash has got it on her right foot here, hoping to do a cross back to her left here.
Nice little cut, ball in the box.
Nice little opportunity there.
Yeah, that's better. You know, it's the second time around it was a better pass choice from Olivia Kroska. The first time she just kind of forced it a little bit, but second time, and Sasha's done well in the 1v1 down that right side, and you know she's got a shot off and good defending from Spain. The Jags
should get some control here off of the throw in here.
Yeah, Jags will be looking to capitalise on this on the
Pennington,
spell.
nice little
Yep.
drag turn. Ooh, could have been a handball there. Very close to being a handball there, and very close to the edge of the box.
Yeah. Those are the areas though you want to get Pennington into if you can get her in between the Valley midfield and back four, then and try to get a shot off from distance.
Yeah, she received that pass with her back and did a turn immediately after she received that pass and just left the Valley defender in the wake and was able to make a connection there. Seems the last few minutes the tide has kind of turned a little bit for the Jags to get some pressure up here and get it into the offensive side. Some of our defenders are starting to play up a little bit, getting a little bit more aggressive on the play.
Again, it's just Pennington forcing the ball forward, just that decision-making, awareness.
Nice little play there for Kroska.
It's a good switch.
McKenna Hilton actually on that play right there. Kroska on the ball now. Porter making a drive down the right side here. Just a little too strong on her first touch there. Send it out the back of the pitch.
That's 2 or 3 times now that Centennial's switched the ball quickly and got some success down that right side, you know, like playing down the left but then switching it to the right quickly. And so it's maybe something to think about at half-time for Coach Allen.
Yeah, with those quick possession or quick changes like that, gets openings into the field, correct? You get to that open space that's on the far side, because that's usually it's compacting on the near side, and we get it over to the open space on the far side.
Yeah, they're forcing most of Valley's team over to this left side, so hopefully that creates a little bit more space and overloads on the opposite side. And if they can quickly drop it and switch it there and exploit that space, then that's where we'll get success.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. We had a foul here about 35 yards out here. Courtney Kovac is lining up to put a ball into play here. Long shot here, easily played by the goalie.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Allen will be looking for a bit better there. It's a great opportunity to put the ball in the box. Just again overhit it slightly, maybe just a little bit off it, so those players can run onto it.
Really would like to not have the goalie be the first touch on those. You'd like to have somebody else touch it before that to make a change of direction there.
Bennington winning the battle there. And that's a good ball that time. She's got the back four Valley turned, and Hilton's got speed. She'll get at them.
Yeah, those midfielders are really going at it on both sides here.
Yes.
And Weingarten is making a play here.
Yeah,
she's got some space here.
She's got the better of Kovacs here. She's got to the end line. She's put it across. Again, it's really, really good last-ditch defending from Ella Hudacek.
Right place at the right time there. Had her defender on her hip, on her right hip there, and defended it, keeping her between her and the goal, and was able to kick that one out of danger.
She was unfortunate not to get the free kick there, Hudacek. She kind of got steamrollered after she cleared the ball out of the box.
Throwing for Valley here. Little fancy footwork on the edge of the pitch there from number 23 for the Tigers, and just ended up taking it right out of bounds there. So throw in for the Jags.
This is where concentration's got to come into place here for both teams, getting close to that half time, and it's important that you stay switched on and don't check out. You don't want to lose a goal right before half time.
Nice, well defended there by Kovacs on Van Weingarten.
You can see Kovacs orchestrating Sash to get into that space so she can pass the ball to her.
Nice first touch by Sash there as well. Crowd's getting fired up here. Little
bit of feistiness there between both sets of players. Again, there's that switch, right? There's that left to right switch.
Up on the right side here. Porter's got an opportunity to get out to the right. Lots of space. This is the first time that really the Jags have gotten a lot of time here on that far side to be able to pick out an option. Sent out of bounds by the Jags. Will be a throw in for the Tigers. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the first half. We kind of had a tale of two halves here. I think that early in the game we had a lot of pressure from Valley, and now the Centennials kind of turned the tables on here. We've seen a lot of pressure down in the offensive zone for the Jags.
Yeah, both teams have had spells in the game where they've been on top for a few minutes, and then it seems like the other team gets on top for a few minutes. So it's been an exciting first half. I would like to see. Oh, we've got Zoe Fanter looking to sneak in here. The crowd didn't like that one, but there's nothing wrong with that, though.
Play on the ball. She definitely was playing the ball, not the person. Sent it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Tigers. Actually, be a throw-in for the Jags. Went off the Tiger there.
Yeah, I think second half I would like to see maybe one team get a grip of the game a little bit more, especially in the midfield.
Throw-in error on the far side. Gives the ball back over to the Tigers.
Still not over, though. There's still a minute to go here at halftime.
Yes, echo your sentiment earlier. Is this the time that you want to make sure that you stay turned on for sure here?
Yeah, it's vitally important for
Sasha's
both
got
teams.
some room here. He's going to probably send it up into some open space here. Hilton making a run on the far side. Well defended. She gets the ball back here.
1 minute remaining in the half.
I mean, I could see what she was thinking there. She was trying to slide that ball through, just didn't get enough of a foot on it. I mean, the thought process is there, which you're happy to see, but execution-wise, you need to get that ball back over to that player. Here's that switch of field again.
Yeah, that's something that maybe they've identified in the pre-match analysis, because it keeps happening.
Some miscommunication between the two players there. Nice little play back to the goalkeeper here to get that out of trouble. Ellie Street was calm and collected there as Van Weingarten kind of honed in on her there. Well, that's the end of the first half. 0-0 score between the Valley Tigers and the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. We'll be back in a few minutes here with a Gershwin Mortgage halftime show right after this.
Jaguars soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Garage Fitness, Ted Sandine Photography, White Realtors, the 515 Agency, Viscous Jewelers, Bushman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law Offices, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Extreme Home Services, Woodsy & Sons Lawn Irrigation, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Gershman Mortgage Halftime Show. We're here today in the offices of the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, and I've got Kirk Artis with me here today. Kirk does a lot of work with the club. I don't even know your official title.
Technical director.
Technical director of the club here in Kirk. Iowa Rush Soccer has been a huge part of soccer in Ankeny, not just now, but for a very long time.
Yeah, you bet. Iowa Rush It used to be Ankeny Soccer Club, turned into Iowa Rush in 2009. So we've been around for a long time, servicing the Ankeny community and communities around here.
So you guys have all sorts of different levels, all sorts of different skill levels, age levels playing. One of the first questions I get from a lot of people with having young kids myself is, how do they get started? So you guys have great intro programs for kids.
You bet. So we encompass our mission statement, which is to provide soccer for players of all ages and ability levels. We start at 3 years old all the way up to 19. Which
That's really cute at that age,
yes,
3 years old.
Yes, on Friday nights, getting 100 3 and 4 year olds is pretty exciting. So, so the goes through 5s and 6s, and then all the way up at different levels as well. So recreational level, select level. Whether we're playing here in Ankeny for most of the time, or across the state, or even regional or nationally.
So a game tonight, like we're watching right now, people tune in. Pretty much all the kids on the field are ones that have gone through your program.
Hopefully, yeah. There's some that the coaches at the high school do a very good job of developing them and getting them into their programs. But yeah, we take a lot of pride into seeing our players that we've developed since they were 5 years old out on the soccer field, all the way up to when they're seniors at Centennial there, and or Ankeny. So
sure, anywhere else, right? And speaking of which, I mean, you guys have programs now all over the state. So anybody that's watching this, maybe, and you mentioned Waverly, Pella, other places around the state, they can also get involved in Iowa Rush.
Absolutely. We have programming for players all across the state. We've had over 40 plus communities involved in Iowa Rush. We do have Iowa Rush North up in Waverly. We have Iowa Rush South down in Pella. We have cooperations with other clubs across the entire state. But yeah, players travel into us from long distances, and then obviously the surrounding areas.
They'll travel for quality, right?
Yeah. That's the idea.
So you guys also have a lot of camps coming up this summer, a lot of opportunities for existing players to get better, for new players to get introduced to the game, but then also tryouts and all sorts of different things for your clubs coming up in the fall.
Yeah, right now we're starting a spring season. And then we go into the summertime period, which entails a tryout time period in June, specifically for 11-year-olds and above. A couple different options there. We just collaborated with VSA, which is a club out of Waukee, West Des Moines, to form VSA Rush, which is kind of the elite player pathway for the top players in the state. And then we're also having tryouts for 11, 12, 13, all the way up to 19 for anyone else that wants to join our club as well. You go in farther into June and July, August, and you start to get in some summer camps that are open to anybody that wants to try things out. So that's some exciting stuff. And then our fall registrations are going to be open here pretty soon as well.
And we'll have some graphics on the screen that people can look at, but also, I mean, they get a hold of you guys right through your website, right? Best place to find out more information?
IowaRush.com. That's the best one.
All right, very good. Well, Kirk, thank you guys not only for your support of soccer in Ankeny, but also supporting our streams and getting all this on the air.
You bet. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more on the Gershman Mortgage Halftime Show right after this.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Garage Fitness, Ted Sandine Photography, White Earth Realtors, the 515 Agency, Viscus Jewelers, Gershman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law Offices, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Extreme Home Services, Woodsy & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, the Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back to the Gershman Mortgage Halftime Show. Gershman Mortgage is the Midwest's premier mortgage lender, and they are proud to support all Ankeny sports Whether you're looking to purchase a new home, vacation home, upgrade or remodel an existing home, or refinance your current mortgage, Gershman Mortgage is here to help. With over 65 years in the mortgage industry, we have security, experience, and unmatched service. Visit our Ankeny office, call 515-964-5952, or visit www.gershman.com to get pre-approved today. Gershman Mortgage, NMLS number 138063. Andy Pollock here on the halftime show here tonight. It's number 1 Valley and number 4 Centennial here in girls soccer action here on the north side of Ankeny. We're going to take a look at the halftime statistics. That's brought to you by Lane Family Wealth Management. Stats can show you which team is on the path to victory. They can also show you if you're on the path to the retirement you want. If you are just kicking off or you want to know if you need to make some halftime adjustments to your current plan, contact Lane Family Wealth Management at 515-322-7971 for your free one-on-one meeting today. And like I said, our score is 0-0 at halftime. Not a whole lot of shots on goal for either team as they both probed each other a little bit, but no one able to get one in the net. Just a couple shots on goal, 2 for Centennial and 2 for Valley. One for Centennial, none able to get in the net. Take a look around the CIML tonight, powered by U.S. Cellular. At U.S. Cellular, we care about our customers and our communities. As always, tonight's live stream is powered by U.S. Cellular's 5G network, located just north of Northview Middle School and right across from the Ankeny Sonic. Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. And the big score tonight, the Centennial boys lead Southeast Polk at halftime 3-0. And a big night tonight for the Jaguars over there. A couple other games going on. Ankeny is at Norwalk, Des Moines Hoover at Fort Dodge, Perry at Marshalltown, Prairie at Valley, Des Moines Roosevelt at Johnson. Like I said, Centennial leading Southeast Polk 3-0, and Waukee Northwest at Urbandale. Our guys are working their way back into the studios, and we'll be back with the second half of action right after this here on Centennial Digital. Jaguars soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Garage Fitness, Ted Sandine Photography, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, Fiscus Jewelers, Bushman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law Offices, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Extreme Home Services, Woodsy & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Well, about 5 seconds left to go here in the halftime show here. 0-0 score between the Valley Tigers and the Centennial Jaguars. I'm here with Jordan. This is Austin Oliver once again, and here with Jordan Burns from Iowa Rush. And what kind of adjustments would you be making here at a halftime going into this 0-0 tie?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the Jags, I would like to see maybe either their front three playing a little bit closer together, or even go with two strikers. The two wide players for the Jags are doing a good job of kind of pinning back the Valley Tigers outside backs. But yeah, I think there's not it's been an okay half. You know, there's not really been much goal mouth action. It's mostly the game's been mostly played in the middle of the pitch. There's been a lot of transitions, a lot of turnovers. So as I say, towards the end of the first half, I'd like to see maybe one of the teams get a grip of the game a little bit more and look after the ball better. But we'll see what happens. You know, as fatigueness kicks in later in the game, you know, emotions, nerves. But I still think it's going to be a set piece or a mistake that's going to be the difference in this game.
Absolutely. So we'll be switching things up here for the second half. The Jags put the ball into play. They'll be on the left side in the black uniforms once again. And the Tigers will be on the right side here in the white uniforms. Already had some pressure here and stomped out there by Kovacs almost immediately as Van Weingarten made a little bit of a play down the far side.
Yeah, that 1v1 duel again between Kovacs and Van Wingarden. That's gonna.
Not the last time we're going to see that.
No,
for
that's
sure.
that's the common theme tonight, and I think it's about 50-50 right now. No one's really got the better of each other.
Which I think is a Jaguar. That's really what you want. What you want is you want to nullify their best player as best you can, and see if there's anybody else on the team that can step up and beat one of your gals. But make sure that Van Weingarten is not the person that's going to be the one hurting you.
Yeah.
Bergen out there to play a ball on the far side of her goalie box there. Picks it up and ready to put the ball back into play.
I'm just looking at the corner flags, and all four of them are dead now. So it just shows you that the wind's almost died down completely.
Pretty much a non-factor at this point, huh?
Yeah, which is not good for the Jags, because the first half, those flags were flying a lot harder than they are now. But here goes Martin here on the counter attack.
Nice little step up and a steal for her to get some Jaguars some possession here. We've got a foul on the far side here. We're going to have a great opportunity for the Jags just 2 minutes into the second half here.
Yeah, Martin's done very well to carry the ball on the dribble and just take her team up the field. And I think it's just a little bit clumsy from Buttoff. She could have just stood on her feet a little bit more. She was starting to get the better of Martin, and then just needlessly got a bit too aggressive. But hey, great chance for the Jags early in the second half to get a ball into the Valley penalty box.
Looks like Avery Lewis might be stepping up to take the.
Yeah, Avery's got she's got a nice left foot. She's one of our Iowa Rush girls, and she can serve a good ball with her left foot.
Sophomore defender here stepping up to take the shot. We've got a two-person wall set up by the Tigers. Left foot shot to the right of the goal here.
Yeah, it's a wasted opportunity there. That's as a coach, that's one of those moments you just get really frustrated at.
At the very least, you'd like to put that ball on the other side of the goal to at least have an opportunity to have something happen there instead of just kicking that ball out of bounds here.
Yeah. Here goes Zoe Fanter getting the better of Huracek down this left side, and she'll look to swing that in. Van Wingarden attacking the first ball, and it's Galloway with a follow-up.
Look, I hit the football goal post and landed on the top of the soccer goal there, so it'll be a goal kick for the Jaguars. Taken quickly by the goalkeeper there, putting the ball into play.
Yeah, the Jags building down that left side this time from the goalkeeper. Something we spoke about in the first half. Just kind of mixing it up.
Wouldn't be surprised if she gets called for one of those throw-ins. It's a very short throw-in over the top of her head here. Porter in the right place at the right time, putting that ball into some open space here. Is well defended. Porter back pushing in on that one.
Yeah, it's Martin receiving the ball between the lines again, just in front of the Valley back four and behind the Valley midfield. That's an area that they want to get Martin on the ball more. But it's important that they get support around her once she does get the ball. Here go Valley again.
Looks like Fanter with some open space on one-on-one with Kovacs there. Kovacs steps around, takes that ball out of bounds. Is it going to be a corner on this kick?
Yeah, it's going to be a Valley corner here.
Yeah, this corner kick is a good time to remind you about summer camps, tryouts, and fall programs with Iowa Rush. Check out their website at iowarush.com. Van Weingarten are going to be taking the. Looks like we got maybe multiple people coming over here.
Yeah, it's Van Wingarden and Hansen going over there.
Two-man game here with the short ball. Takes that ball short, kicks it out to Van Weingarten.
Yeah, it's an interesting one there to leave that 2v1. The Jags maybe needed to get another player out there.
Martin working hard there to get that ball out to Compton, taken out of bounds.
Yeah, she's a strong little player. She's got good low centre of gravity and uses her body well to protect the ball. She's going to be
just a freshman, right?
Yeah.
She's reckon with. She gets some experience and gets.
She's got another 3 years ahead of her, and she's going to be a big time player.
basketball player as well, standout basketball player as well.
Yeah, I watched her play basketball a couple of times over the winter and for Centennial as well, and she got a lot of good minutes for. Van Wingarden by 1 by 2, but she just didn't quite get past Kovacs.
But the ball must have slipped out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in on the near side here for the Tigers.
The environment changes a lot when the sun goes down and the lights come on and it's dark.
Looks like Valley's already setting up for some subs here. Come into the game. It's fairly early, just with 6.5 minutes into the second half here.
Yeah, it's been a common theme for both coaches. You know, they like to utilise their bench, and you know, we did speak about earlier there is a lot of strength and depth on both bench. But again, you know, you talk about getting into the rhythm of the game and trying to make things happen.
A foul on the Tigers there.
Yeah, Pennington got the benefit of the doubt there. I don't think that was a foul. The referees helped her out there, but it's allowed Jaguars to go on the attack here through Pennington. She's looking to go wide to Compton there.
Ball taken out of bounds. Looks like it just glanced off of Compton to head out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Tigers. That'll lead to the two Tiger substitutions here. Substitutions in today's games are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Throw in for the Tigers here. Strong throw in there. Headed by the Jaguar defender. Pennington, nice little steal there in the midfield here. Trying to push it up the field here. Got some open space. Martin with a nice pass out to Katie Compton. Coming down the right side. Shot on goals. Saved by the goalie. Still some pressure here. Got a foul on Compton.
Yeah, it's a fantastic bit of play, Austin, there. It's an incredible through ball from Ava Martin. Timed to perfection. The angle of the pass was fantastic, and Compton probably looking to do a bit better there and get her side 1-0 up. But credit to Larry Anderson and the Valley goal for pulling off that big-time save.
What a great opportunity. Just hit Compton right in stride. Just didn't even have to stutter step at all. Was able to go there. Little shot from the midfield here. Gobbled up by the Tiger goalie.
Yeah, I thought Compton was actually going to try to go around the goalkeeper because she was travelling at a fast speed, and maybe the momentum would have helped her go around the goalkeeper. But that's what Jags need. They need more of those moments.
Just some observations here. Just into the second half, it seems like Pennington has gotten a little bit more control of the ball here, and is starting to make some connections and get the ball into some places where her offensive players can do some damage here. So it's good to see already.
Yeah, she's getting herself a little bit higher up the pitch, closer to Martin. And as I say, I would just like to see that front three of Centennial play a bit closer. But here goes Compton.
Misplay for Compton. Misplay was snatched there by Compton. Took a quick shot, went off to the left part of the goal.
It's a good spell here for the Jags. They're on top right now. They're putting Valley under a bit of pressure here, so they look to keep that going.
Little contact there on the ball. They'll go ahead and call a foul. Little contact coming back, and one of the Jag players goes down here. Looks like the center ref will have a conversation with number 14 for the Tigers. That's Ellen Litt, sorry.
Elin Litt.
Litt.
Yeah, Elin is how you pronounce it. Yeah, I know both girls, and both of them have they're small, but both of them have a real feisty side to them. Especially Huracek.
So we'll have a free kick here. Strong kick, putting it into pretty good play here. Couple touches by the Jaguar defenders, and gets back over to possession for the Tigers. Van Weingartner's looking for some opportunities there and some space, but had like 3 or 4 girls that
Yeah, there was
almost immediately.
a sea of black jerseys around her, making sure that she wasn't going any further forward.
Tough play there by Martin to get a steal and get that ball a little bit downfield here.
I think Coach Allen's maybe injected a bit of energy into his team. You can see they're just working a slightly harder to win the ball back, get at Valley a bit more.
Especially on those first touches, seem to be a little bit more in control and some thought put into where they're going on to that first pass as the offense starts to get going here as well.
Yeah, I think the longer this game goes, it's really going to open up. It's like
some danger here.
Yeah, right in between the 2 centre backs.
It's a weird looking shot there. It almost from up here in this direction almost looked like that went in, but it looked like it was defended by the goalie there. Went off to the right side of the goal. It'll be a corner kick for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was an awkward shot from Grace Olsen. It just bounced right in front of Bergen, and I think she's just done enough to get it.
Yeah, just had a touch to
Yeah,
get it
just a slight little touch to get it around the post and out for a corner. But again, it's a great opportunity for Valley.
Van Weingartner here again for the kick into play here.
Macy Epp there with a shot. It's going to.
Jags really need to get that ball out there and get it cleared out there, but it's just kind of hopping around here.
Yeah, the Jags have done really well there to defend the second and third phases. You see a lot of goals from corner kicks. They not necessarily go in on the very first one. It's usually the second phase or the third phase that the ball maybe drops down in the penalty box and somebody's there ready to capitalise on it.
Had some substitutions coming in for the Jaguars. Substitutions for tonight's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. We had like we had in the first half, we had that flip on with Sash and Martin up at the top of the forward position up there too. So trying to keep people fresh up there for sure as the game goes on here. Like I called out in the first half, these midfielders are definitely just pounding on each other this whole game. There's lots of good, strong, tough play here in the midfield for sure.
Yeah, it's a good fight in there. There's a lot of even matchups all over the pitch. There's not many unbalanced matchups. Everybody's pretty even, so that's what makes the game exciting.
A couple substitutions come in for Valley. 26 minutes left to go here in the second period here, second half. Strong throw in for Valley here.
Now in the game for the Tigers, number 8, Caitlin Lynch. And number 18, Zoe Fanter.
Foul called on the Tigers here. It'll be a free kick deep in Jaguar defensive territory.
Yeah, it was good pressure from Galloway. She just slightly clumsy on the foul. Just didn't quite need to foul there, but it's still deep into the corner of Jaguars' defensive half, so they'll need to get that out of here.
Kovacs with a nice ball out here. Flip the field here. See Van Weingartner with a couple touches on the ball there. I saw after the first touch her really surveying the field, looking for opportunities. She's got those eyes up as she's got that ball on her feet, trying to look for that next pass, seeing where it's going to go. I just see her eyes glancing around, seeing where that next defender is and next offensive player is that she can get the ball to.
Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like Van Wingardsen's playing in a more deeper role now. Here go the Jags on the attack.
Well, Jordan, I think you got your call here. We got Martin and Sash here both in the game at the same time, so you definitely saw into the future and see this opportunity to get both those guys in here at forward at the same time.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like they're going to keep the same shape of the front three, but it looks like Martin's going to come to the right here. But no, I have been saying that I'd like to see both of those players play together.
Well played by Bergen there. Had some pressure coming in from Valley there. Had a free runner there with two Jag defenders, and Bergen just kind of cut through the traffic with all three and picked the ball up for a nice little save out in front of her goal. Nice turn by Porter there just to let that ball go by her and beat the defender moving forward.
Yeah, Van Wingarden's definitely playing in a deeper role. She's now playing attacking mid in the second half. Maybe that's something that they've identified at halftime, and keep her away from Kovacs and see if she can try to play on a different player and exploit that.
Yeah, Kovacs did do a very good job on her in that first half of just shutting her down on maybe one or two occasions where there was a little bit of a breach there, but played very, very well against her. So I think you're exactly right on just looking for an opportunity to get somebody else on her to have a little bit different look for him. It could be even something that they move her back there for a little while here in the second half and then move her back up to the top there as the half wears on as well, too, just to give a couple different looks.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking to try to get her on the ball in the middle and let Anna try to dictate the game and make things happen from a deeper position. And she also, she can get back and defend and help out, use her experience. Looks like she's
a good athlete. Just a great
yeah,
athlete.
she's a good player. And it looks like they're going to hook her here for the time being, maybe give her a rest, because she's definitely going to, the longer this game goes, she's going to be one player that's you want to keep fresh.
I'd say kind of like the heartbeat of that Valley team is how she plays there as well. So
It must be nice to be able to take your best player off. It's just a testament to the strength and depth of the Valley bench.
Coming into a game like this with number 1 against number 4, is this kind of what you were expecting to see here on the field?
Yeah, definitely. These two teams are definitely two of the top, or in the top 5 of the state. They're two top teams.
Nice little play in there by Pennington. She took it and put it right on Sash's feet here. She moves up the field here, looking for an opportunity. Little stutter step here. Well defended by Valley, though. Well defended.
Yeah, it's good defending. Sash was never going to win the foot race against Anastasia Spain. She'd done well to get her body in and hold it up, and she just needed a little bit more support quicker from her teammates.
But Spain really stuffed that as well. Was just there to stomp that ball and get that out of there. So nice job out of her as well. Looks like we had a foul here on the near side by the Jags. It'll lead to a free kick just over the half field's placement here. Kick into play by number 20 for the Tigers, Mallory Goldstein.
It's a fantastic header from Galloway.
Definitely some girls throwing their bodies around right now here, trying to make a play and get something going here. Got a centering pass here, taken out of play here by Courtney Kovacs here with a header.
There's a lot of just swiping at the ball and panic stations. Jags need to get a hold of the ball here. This is a great opportunity here for Kate just to
settle things down.
Yeah, and it looks like she's going to go and play immediately again. And maybe this is just the emotion of the game. Going back to your point of these two teams being highly ranked teams in the state, and all players that are playing in the game are, they're top players in the state as well at their age group.
Don't forget to stick around after the game to find out who our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law Player of the Game is. Your local attorneys and a team to fit your legal needs. Reach out to us at LGL Law, 515-964-8777, or online at ankenylaw.com. Just had a couple more substitutions come in there as well. Those substitutions tonight are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Looks like Martin's going to go back up top as the central striker, and young Kroska has come back into the game.
So we got a few minutes of seeing those dual forwards kind of there playing together. Maybe not even in formation necessarily, but at least having them both in the game at the same time.
Yeah, I thought it looked a bit more dangerous, having the two of them there together. But again, Compton's picked the ball up here in a great area. Martin looking to get on it as well.
I think we might have a corner kick here. Oh, no, we got it called as a goal kick. I thought that might have gone off one of the Tigers there as they pushed forward.
I think when the Jags' strikers have played closer together, they've made it more dangerous for Valley's back line. I would just like to see that more. Sometimes they're too disconnected from each other. Just get up and support each other.
Courtney Kovacs with an excellent defensive play there, just as calm and cool and collected there on the ball, and pulled it out from underneath the feet of a couple of different Valley Tigers there, was able to get that ball out.
It's just an absolute dogfight in every area of the field.
Lots of oohs and ahs coming from the crowd on almost every play here.
Yeah, it's maybe not the most attractive soccer, but it's entertaining. You know, it's good. It's good to watch. It's for the neutral watching. It's entertaining. But I'm sure coaches watching this might be going, it needs to be better, it needs to be cleaner,
so
it needs to be tidier.
Yeah, a nice little throw in from the Jags here, went off the top of a header of a Valley player. So we'll have a corner kick here for the Jaguars. The corner kick is a good time to remind you about summer camps, tryouts, and fall programs with Iowa Rush. Check out their website at iowarush.com. Looks like we have Ella Hudacek taking the corner here. Low corner this time. Still in some danger area there. Valley looking to get that ball out again. Looks like we're going to get another corner out of here.
Yeah, again, it was almost on the first initial ball wasn't the greatest, but the second phase it was dangerous.
So taking a second corner, like in a situation like this, do you change your strategy as you go in, or just try to hit a better ball?
Yeah, I think she needs to hit a better ball. That's a much. Oh no, spoke too soon. The angle from up here in the press box looked a lot different. Yeah, just again, you know, it was the same with Avery Lewis in the first half. Like, ideal opportunity to really put the ball into a good area, and it just poor delivery. But Pennington might get onto this here, and
that's foul called. Very dangerous position this time, though.
Yeah, you can see how excited the crowd get when the Jags get a free kick in this area, because they've got 2 or 3 girls on their team that are capable of scoring from here.
Looks like we're going to have Kovac stepping up from the back line to take this free kick. Much dangerous position than she was in the first half, taking her first free kick.
Yeah, and yeah, she's still got another 5 yards there.
Looks like Valley's going to be setting up a 4-man or a 4-woman wall here to help out the goalie on the near side, on the left side for the goalie, looking at the goalie from this direction. Courtney stepping up to the ball. Took it right over the top.
Yeah, she just got under it a bit too much there. Again, another wasted opportunity for the Jags. But it's a good spell here for Ankeny Centennial. They're on the front foot here. They're on top, so they've just got to keep knocking on the door here, and hopefully a ball's going to fall their way.
As you stated in the first half there, you know, set pieces may be the thing that's gonna set this game apart. So the Jags are definitely getting the better of the opportunities here as we got some goal pressure on here. Compton with a nice little touch came over from Ava Martin, maybe on the right side there.
Yeah, Kroska done well down the right.
Kroska, yep.
Yeah, it's at every level in soccer, it's set pieces are so effective. So they're so key, and a lovely flick on here. And Ava Martin's got one more player to beat here. Ball's popping around. She's looking to try to lay it off, and Compton's going to hit this. It's all Jags right now. Here goes Valley. They're looking to get in. This could be a tasty matchup here between Van Wingarden and Huracek. She's going to have the speed on Huracek. She's into the box as well.
Oh! Got a deflection off of Bergen. Was settled by the far right side for a Valley defender, a Valley offensive player. She put it into the goal with a right-footed kick.
Yeah,
Tigers
it's
are
a
taking a 1-0 lead here with 13 minutes left to go in the first half.
yeah. Just as we've been complimenting the Jags that were on top, and Valley scored against the run of play, but it's Anna Van Wingarden. It's absolutely tremendous down that left-hand side. I did say in the moment, it's a tasty matchup, and Van Wingarden's got the better of Huracek, got to the byline, cut it back. But what they've done well, though, Valley, is they've got there. The other players in the team have got into the box, into a goal-scoring opportunity, and unfortunately it's 1-0 to Valley from a Jag point of view.
So what mentality-wise changes for the Jags here? What as a coach, what are you thinking and talking to your girls when they're on the sidelines, or as they're going in for substitutions as we move forward?
Yeah, I think the first thing you've got to do is just take a pause for a second, take a deep breath, regroup, get together, make sure we don't concede a second goal immediately after, and then once we get back into the flow of the game, then the Jags have got to come out more. They've got to take more risks. They've got to get at Valley a bit more. It looks like in the aftermath of the goal, Isabel Sash has come back on as well, and it looks like they've maybe gone to two forwards now.
Just to come back to that goal that was scored by Valley, that was scored by number 22, Grace Olson, off of the deflection by the goalie there. Just was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, right place at the right time, but it's a desire to get into the box and to get yourself into a goal scoring opportunity. Because it's not easy keeping up with Van Wingarden. She's quick, but what a great individual bit of play from Anna Van Wingarden to create that goal for her team. She'll be playing her soccer next year at Iowa State.
Spain feeling very confident there in the back line there. Valley took the ball out of bounds. It'll be thrown for the Jags. Couple substitutions just coming in. Substitutions in tonight's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Looks like Lewis is coming in for Compton on the Jag side. Number 13, Ava Hall, coming in for number 3, Ava Stemler.
Yeah, I got that one wrong. Anna Van Wingarden's going to Minnesota State.
Minnesota State,
Yeah,
okay.
but it was her older sister, Abby Van Wingarden, went to Iowa State. Got mixed up there.
I think she'll be teaming up with a couple of other local players up there as well. I think Kennedy Mackey from Ankeny Hawks is going up there as well to play her soccer next year as well.
Yeah, Eden Gibson as well from Ankeny Hawks, and there's actually going to be 17 girls from the Des Moines area on the Minnesota State roster next year. So he's done a lot of his recruiting down here in Iowa, especially the Des Moines area. It's a much better delivery that time into the box from Avery Lewis. It was begging for someone to get on the end of it. Again, just a slack pass from Balshiris there, trying to switch the point of attack. Just underhit it slightly. Again, Grace Olsen getting turned here, and getting at this Jag back four.
Kovacs there to kind of sweep up that ball. Breaking the action here, the Jag soccer fans and high school soccer fans, mark your calendars for Tuesday, May 3rd. This is the date of the crosstown matchup with the Ankeny Hawks, and are looking forward to set a state attendance record for a soccer match that night. The JV1 boys, varsity and varsity girls matches will be held at Northview Stadium. Please search Ankeny Pack the Pitch on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to learn more about how you can become part of the record-setting night.
It's always a good night when the crosstown battle happens. As a previous Ankeny head coach on the boys' side, it was a night that, you know, as a coach and as your players look forward to, and get the bragging rights for the city for the time being.
It's really turned into a special event. I think they're calling it Ankeny Derby.
Yeah, it really has. It's since we got two schools here in Ankeny, and it's started to become a real good event, and I'm sure Waukee, once they get more established, they'll have similar nights as well. But no, it's good. It's a good. I've been a part of it 2 or 3 times as a coach, and it's a great night. We never played at Northview though.
Yeah, the big stadium. It's nice.
Yeah, that's something that they've done differently in the last couple of years, I think.
Yeah, it's been nice seeing all the soccer celebrities, as you could say, kind of coming out and doing some promo pics for that match as it comes up. I think Weston McKinney, they got to do a Brandt.
Yeah, Meg Brandt, she's playing overseas in Europe right now. Iowa, or Ankeny soccer legend.
She played in Nebraska. Is that where she?
Yeah, Nebraska. Yeah, she played for Nebraska. But yeah, she's doing really well over there. She was part of our Iowa Rush coaching staff for a short time before she got a contract and moved over to Europe. Valley sending one into the box here.
Jag did a nice job of getting that ball out of there and clearing it. We're going to get some possession here in the middle of the field here, trying to make something happen here. Nice little pass over to Porter here, looking for an opportunity. Once again, flipping that field from side to side is getting some space here. She tries to slide it through to Compton, but it's touched by one of the Valley defenders.
Yeah, Porter's done well to just advance the ball up the field there, but she just didn't quite have options from players in front of her. But by the time she did have an option, Valley were able to recover and get back behind the ball. It's going to be an interesting last 6.5 minutes here. And Coach Chapman of Valley will be looking to, maybe shut up shop a little bit here and kind of see this game out. Not give Centennial any opportunities to get back into it, but at the same time, Coach Allen's girls are going to be.
We can already see an example of. We got Van Weingartner playing all the way back here in defense here on the short side of the field here. Definitely not where she's been playing most of the game.
No,
here,
definitely not. And maybe that's just you can. The Jags have had a lot of success down this right side, so maybe putting someone of Van Weingarten's player profile in that position, it might help stop Centennial getting down. But Centennial's got to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this game. The last 5 minutes of the game.
You can see kind of watching Van Weingartner there is not even moving that far up the field here on the offensive possession.
Yeah, you can see the change in shape from Valley. They're kind of going to bank
in the backside of the pitch here for sure.
Yeah, they're overloading the middle a little bit more. They've got a bank of 4, a bank of 3, just trying to kill this game off and make sure they get out of here with a win. But again, this is a fantastic opportunity for Jags. They're going to get another opportunity to put the ball in the box from a corner.
Looks like number 4, Avery Lewis, is going to be taking this corner. We just need some quality on this corner to get
Yeah.
an opportunity.
It's interesting not to see Kovacs go up there, you know. Do you gamble here and send Kovacs up to try to get her head on the end of it, and you can see her actually.
There she comes, pushing in for the backside.
I think it might be just a little bit too late.
Goal kick there. One single touch there by the Jags that went out the backside.
Yeah, it's been a common theme from the Jags tonight. The deliveries from set pieces, corners, free kicks haven't been great. I'd like to see maybe Pennington go out there and take one of the corner kicks.
I think at the very least they've been inconsistent. You know, they've been
Yeah.
all over the board.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that's something that maybe Coach Allen I'll look back on in the post-match analysis.
Crowd calling for a handball there. I don't know if it necessarily hit her in their hand or not, but referee says play on.
Again, a good bit of needle in the middle.
Honestly, that Valley player self-created that contact there.
Yeah.
She went down, but she went down on her own doing there.
It's right up Galloway Street as well. She wants to get into those situations. That's her game. And
crowd getting restless here for the Jag side. They're trying to push their team forward here to try to get those opportunities, and getting a little restless here as we come just about 3 minutes left here in the game here, trying to get that equalizer here to send this game into overtime.
yeah, you can see there's a lot of tired decision making going on from the Jags now. They're just being sloppy at times. Again, you still got to try to take a touch, get the ball under control, and really make sure we're getting the ball forward into dangerous areas rather than just hitting and hoping. But at the same time, though, there's only 2.5 minutes, so they've got to take some risks and gambles at the same time. This is exactly what Valley want, you know, slow the game down, have the ball as far away from their goal as possible.
And then just sending it in, like kind of play like this and letting somebody try to run underneath it here, creating some pressure here.
Yeah, you can see like there's not many Valley players looking to get forward either. They're just staying behind the ball, staying compact. It's important to be disciplined. It's the right idea from Martin. Again, it's just every time it goes into Martin, I would like to see her just have a little bit more support around her.
Jags are trying to give themselves an opportunity here, going down the far side here.
Yep.
Singing into the middle and was defended by the Tigers here.
Yeah, they're going to give it one last go here, the Jags. Hopefully try to get back into this game and get the home crowd fired up again. Just took an awkward bounce there and just in front of the street.
Out of the back of the pitch here, it'll be a goal kick. So probably be one of the last pushes, just a little bit over a minute left here, go to the game. It's Valley, the number 1 ranked Valley Tigers, 1-0 over the Jaguars here.
1 minute remaining.
Porter's got an opportunity here, getting up to Martin.
Yeah, Brooklyn Butoff again, they're just showing her defensive capabilities. And they got to get the ball.
Here with 45 seconds left to go. Got a free kick just over the half line here.
Yeah, they've got to throw everything in the box here, get everybody up. There's 30 seconds to go. It's got to go now. It's now or never. Oh, there's nothing worse when the ref tells you to go back.
Kovac stepping up, shot here.
Oh, yeah.
Well defended there. Got it out of trouble here.
Street able to get the ball. Nah, it's going to run out, unfortunately. That looks like it's going to be it.
Goalie sits on the ball for the final seconds of the game. Valley Tigers have come out victorious, keeping their #1 ranking, and their 6-0 record moves up to 7-0 with a 1-0 victory over the Centennial Jaguars.
Jaguar fans, be sure to come and support the Jaguars next
We'll be back to wrap up the game here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
right here in Centennial Stadium.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Garage Fitness, Ted Sandine Photography, Biker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Fiscus Jewelers, Bushman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law Offices, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Extreme Home Services, Woodsy & Sons Lawn Irrigation, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We're back here with our post-game show here. Here with Jordan here to wrap up the game here. Once again, it's a 1-0 victory for the Valley Tigers over the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Really a well-played game, Jordan. What were your final thoughts kind of, moving out the end of the game here?
Yeah, it was. There wasn't much in it, Austin. Both teams are going at it. A lot of talent in both teams. So, as I say, there was a lot of good 1v1 matchups within the whole game. Centennial probably would have looked to have been a little bit more effective in the attacking half. I thought they defended all right. And Valley were solid at the back, and just it was one moment. It was one moment of class from Van Wingarden and Olsen to follow up, and that was it. That's what it was going to be. It was going to be a mistake, a set piece, or a magical moment, and I felt that's how the game turned out.
Exactly, and that kind of leads us to our Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci player of the game. Talking about one of those one-on-one matchups over the course of the whole night was Van Weingarten up against Courtney Kovacs, and we went with her with the player of the game for this game, and just had a really solid game as a matchup against two elite state players here.
Yeah, definitely, and those two are going to be teammates next season up at Minnesota State, and it was good to see them go toe-to-toe, two of the top players in the state, as seniors going toe-to-toe. And I thought Kovacs done a fantastic job against her in the first half and a little bit of the second half until Van Wingarden was moved into a different position to try to get at a different player, and that's exactly what happened. The matchup against Hudacek down that left side, which led to the goal. I don't think that goal would have happened if it was a 1v1 versus Kovacs.
Exactly. Well, thanks for watching tonight. Again, the final score was 1-0. Our next production for Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Andy, do we have a track meet again? Thursday night track meet upcoming here. That'll be our next broadcast. If you can make it, we'll see you there. And if you can't, as always, you can catch us at all home games here on the Central Iowa Sports Network or on the Centennial Digital channel. I'm Austin Oliver, and I was here with Jordan Bernstein from Iowa Rush. I appreciate you coming in and offering your insight.
Yep, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, and it was a good game tonight.
Very nice, very nice. Good night, everyone, and thanks for showing up and listening in.
Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Garage Fitness, Ted Sandine Photography, Biker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Fiscus Jewelers, Bushman Mortgage, Lane Family Wealth Management, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, Springer Floor Care, Sonny's Pizza Bistro, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law Offices, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Extreme Home Services, Woodsy & Sons Lawn Irrigation, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, Ankeny Real Estate Group, U.S. Cellular, Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.